Be the preacher, would you be my? It's the done, the done, done. I still got a lot of shit to learn, I'll admit it.
What's going on, you guys? Welcome back to another video here on the channel. It is your boy ZachPlaysAN, and we're back here on Hypixel Skyblock for another episode of Hypixel Skyblock. I am super happy today because yesterday was the end of our aspect of the Jerry challenge. You heard me right. It's over. It's done. It's in my ender chest, never to be used again. I'm thinking about giving this away because it's kind of iconic. This is what I used for a month straight. Seriously, anyone who knows me or saw me in game, I actually used this thing only for a month straight, and it was honestly brutal. It was seriously brutal. So I'm happy I can pull out my aspect of the dragons now. I still need to get hot potato books on this thing, but it's a huge upgrade from the aspect of the Jerry. That is for sure. But anyways, in today's episode, I'm going to be talking about all the brand new talismans that were introduced in the brand new 0.7.2 update. There was a few of them for each boss that we actually should look into, so let's jump straight into that right now. So there are 3 new talismans that we're going to be looking into. Each one kind of has a tier on its own. So I'll explain that here in a second. But let's start with the zombie one. We're going to start from the zombie one. Then we're going to go to the spider one. And then we're going to be talking about the claw one, like the wolf one. So first off, for you guys to go ahead and get a zombie ring, which is the new talisman, you're actually going to need to come over to the adventurer, spend a whopping 500 coins on a regular zombie talisman, and you can use this as a base point to actually upgrade into the zombie ring. So once you have this, as you can see, it reduces the damage taken from zombies by 5%, which is pretty good, but the zombie ring is for 10%, so it's definitely worth making the upgrade. What you're going to want to do then is you're going to want to come down over here to the tavern. So that is this building over here. This building has been here for a while with the bartender, but downstairs is Maddox the Slayer. Maddox the Slayer will tell you about the new bosses and stuff, and I just did a level 1. I tried filming this video. I didn't like the way it came across, and honestly, I'm more knowledgeable recording something the second time. So it took me 2 seconds to kill. As you can see, it was just a level 1. But yeah, so let's actually take a look at this. The Revenant Horror, that is the one in question. So in Slayer recipes, you do need to be zombie level 2 to actually unlock this recipe. It's super cheap. It's a stack of Revenant Flesh and the zombie talisman to craft. Revenant Flesh is not as hard as the other ones to actually get. So we're going to be talking about that here in a second. So what you're going to want to do is you're going to want to like activate one of these tiers. I do recommend, if you're able to, do a tier 3 though, because you get almost the amount that you need from doing a tier 3. Obviously, if you can kill a tier 4 and you're competent enough, then go for a tier 4. But tier 3s are honestly the easiest to actually get up there pretty quickly. And by the time you've done a level 1, a level 2, maybe once or twice, and then you do the level 3, you definitely have enough to actually go ahead and craft it. As you can see, I have a stack in 44, and I haven't even been grinding like leveling. It's just naturally gotten there. So, it's super easy to do. It's going to cost you 10,000 coins for the level 3 one, and it's not too hard at all. Not one bit. So what you're going to want to do, I'll show you guys a really good spot actually to grind it to. So let's actually start a level 2 one, for example. Let me grab 2,000 coins here and plop. I'll start a level 2 one. I'll show you guys a good spot to actually grind it. So let's start this thing right now. Let's head over to the coal mine in the basement. A good shortcut though is straight through the graveyard. If you guys don't already know, you can kill regular zombies if you please, but I do recommend going back here. That grappling hook got me like nowhere. I was kind of sad, but you're gonna want to go back here to this kind of, what's my grappling hook doing, man? Okay, there we go. So you're going to want to come down here to the Crypt Ghouls. The Crypt Ghouls give you way more combat XP, which is what the leveling and the killing is based off of when you're trying to get to your boss. So it's only 43 kills of these guys. So I do recommend having some decent armor and a good sword before you actually come and attempt these challenges, by the way. The Slayer quests are no easy feat. I've died multiple times to a bunch of tier 3 wolf ones. Tier 4s, like they're not easy to kill all of them, so do keep that in mind. A really good grinding spot though is any of those mossy areas where the golden ghouls spawn. I'm pretty sure that you actually get more XP from killing a golden ghoul rather than a regular crypt ghoul, so do keep that in mind. It's a good spot to actually come to. So this isn't one of the mossy spots, but you're going to want to look for the big open areas. So I actually think I took a wrong turn, but I will kill these guys in the meantime. Oh no, it looks like my turn's actually going to turn out perfectly right here. So I also do recommend having something of healing. This is my favorite spot to grind right here though. I'll put the cords up on screen as you guys can see, so when you're in the lobby you can come and find this place. But every little bit, 2 crypt ghouls spawn here and a golden ghoul, as you can see, along with extra crypt ghouls kind of in the hallways. So it's super good for leveling up and XP in terms of getting your boss to spawn. And we're already at 28 out of 43, so I'll be back when we're at 43. So here comes my boss, for example. He's not going to be hard to kill, but this is a really good spot. And honestly, knockback is not an enchantment to get mad about anymore, I find. When you're fighting a boss down here, they do a lot of damage. We just did a level 2, so it really didn't do that much damage. And I only got a little bit of Revenant Flesh because it was only a level 2. But if I am being honest, if you can't one-shot something, do you really want it near you? That's kind of how I see it now. Especially with some of these higher tier bosses, they do a lot of damage. And the fact that even if someone else kills your boss, you do get the loot. So it's not a fight over getting the loot anymore. It's kind of just, you're trying to stay alive while they're fighting you. So for example, the golden ghouls, they can do a good amount of damage. So knocking them back isn't even the end of the world anymore, I find. So knockback isn't an enchantment to kind of get mad about. And I was pretty mad when I got knockback 2 on here by accident. But it's not something to get mad about anymore. And in my opinion, it's kind of helpful. So once you get a stack of Revenant Flesh, it's going to be an easy craft with your 500 coin zombie talisman. It's super easy, and honestly, it does not take too much to actually go ahead and kill them. The next one is the spider one. So there's something special about getting the original spider talisman, and quite a few are selling on auction house if you would like to take that shortcut. But at the spider's den, there's a little boss that spawns on the top, and from my recollection, I'm pretty sure that's where you actually get the original spider talisman. I got mine a really long time ago, and to be honest, I can't remember. I know I fought that boss like twice though, so I'm pretty sure that's how you get it. It's not a hard boss. It spawns at the very tip top of the spider's den, way up there, so do keep that in mind. But make your way up there, get yourself a spider talisman. If I were you though, I would actually buy it off of auction house now. I was kind of just trying to get it for myself. I wanted to see like where it spawned. I wanted to check out the boss, in my opinion. So honestly, I do recommend just buying it off the auction house. It is a bit of a pain to get up there in the first place, so save yourself a bit of time. There's better things to grind for than a spider talisman that you're just gonna upgrade, so I do recommend just purchasing one off the auction house. But once you've done that, you're gonna want to come here and fight the tarantula broodfather bosses. And they are not hard to kill. I mean, the tier 3 is a little hard to kill. They kind of act like they're on drugs, the way they just jump, the way they jump around you guys. I'm not gonna lie. So do keep that in mind. They are really quick, and they are not afraid to try and get away from you. So do keep that in mind. I'm not sure if that guy was trying to kill all of them. It didn't look like it though. He kind of had his back turned, but yeah. Come and kill the spiders up here, and then you can fight the boss, and that's how you get tarantula webs, and you can use those to craft the next one. So that's actually something I still need to grind myself, and something I'm going to. I recommend doing level 3 ones. Bring some friends though. They are a little bit hard to kill. A really good spot to grind for them is stand right in here. Make sure you have enough healing. Have your friends kind of around in a circle, and you're just going to want to try and like crit it out and make sure that it doesn't go over the edges. And if it does, follow it because they regen really fast. The bosses have like insane regen, so do keep that in mind. But overall, this is the spot to do it. I find this level really helpful. And yeah, you guys saw how I got up here in the clip. So just come up here. You're a little bit below the portal to the Blazing Fortress, and a good amount of spiders spawn here quite often. So kind of just run around this big loop. When you go to fight the boss, hop into one of these kind of cave things, and yeah, when it spawns in here, like here's a good spot too, I find. But overall, there's no real way to hide from the tarantula broodfather once it does spawn. If it's gonna kill you, it'll kill you. If it doesn't, then you're lucky. So yeah, do keep that in mind. And this is the spot to grind it out, you guys. So at this point, you are 2 for 3 on the new talismans from the bosses. So the next one is actually the trickiest. So the Sven Packmaster, you need to grind for 2 different talismans. So the first one that you're gonna need to grind for, here, I'll come down here and I'll show you guys the recipe. Oh no, actually I still have that going on. We can cancel that though, that's okay. So yeah, if we go into the Sven Packmaster, we go into recipes, the Red Claw Talisman. That is the one I have right now. This is the tier 1 of what you actually want to try and get. The one you actually want is a level 5, so it's one of these 3 right here. But to get this one is super simple. You only requires Wolf level 1. That's the easiest level to get to. You kill a level 1, maybe even a level 2 boss. Super easy, almost each one-hittable. And then you're going to need 8 wolf teeth, which is not hard to get, and an enchanted bone, which is 2.5 stacks of regular bones, which you can actually buy from the adventurer for a little over 1,000 coins. So that is really not hard to get. The one that is in question, and to be honest, I still don't even know the recipe about. So this one I'm kind of talking about without really knowing what I'm talking about for this one, because you need wolf level 5. It's not something I've achieved yet, but if we come into the auction house, we go into accessories, they're selling on auction house for a lot. And this is the Red Claw ring. So this is actually a whole different beast on its own. The Red Claw ring, this is like wolf level 5, as I said. I'm assuming it's a lot more expensive than the regular Red Claw Talisman, so do keep that in mind. This one here, it's probably going to take you a while to grind to, even just to get to wolf level 5. Wolves are still something I'm working on perfecting, like where to fight for. So I'm not too knowledgeable when I'm talking about this one, but these are the 2 talismans that you need. Also keep in mind that they do not stack. So if you have a regular zombie talisman and a zombie ring, only one of them will actually take effect. So make sure you get the regular zombie talisman out of your inventory. Do not have stacking ones. Now you're only going to want the highest tier of each one, like of the upgradable talismans. So do keep that in mind. A little thing to keep in mind right there. But yeah, they sell for a lot of coins right now. One is selling for 5.3 mil. This one 5 mil, and people are bidding on these 5 mil, 3 mil, 3.162, and these 2 are going to go up for sure. So it's pretty crazy how much people are actually spending on these. And even just the spider rings, people are spending like almost 1 million coins on these. So if you have extra ones, I do recommend selling them. Now's the time. It really is. Zombie rings are not selling for as much, thankfully, because I mean they're probably the easiest one to get. But, I mean, I kind of wish they were. I wouldn't mind making some money off of it. But, yeah, those are the new talismans in the update. Hopefully, you guys found this video a little bit helpful. I wish I knew more about the final wolf one. I apologize that I don't. But thank you guys so much for watching. Hopefully, you guys did enjoy. Make sure to leave a like on the video if you guys did. New episodes every single day here on the ZachPlaysAN channel. Subscribe to the channel if you guys are new around here. Turn on those post notifications. Come and join my Discord. Pick up my cape. Oh, man. Too many plugs. Anyways, thank you guys so much for watching. Hope to see you guys in the next one. See you guys there. Goodbye.